Hello again, it's Noob, and here we have a Kenrick 3-star cylinder. It's one of the TS007. Is that the ISO standard? I think it is. Locks, and I sort of put myself off picking this for a while because it just looks kind of intimidating. I thought there might be trap pins here. Turns out, thankfully, they're not. These are just anti-drill pins. You see these little hardened steel rods which go down the side of the Bible there to stop people drilling out the Bible. But yeah, it just looked a bit intimidating. Gutting this is going to be a pain. I think I have to tap out these two pins. And yeah, well, what I might do is off camera, so I'll show this lock off, or show that it all works and everything. It's a bit stiff. That's the only thing I'd say. It's a little bit stiff. But what I'll do is I might try and just tap out these pins first, and then we'll vise this up and have a pick. Just because, obviously, me tapping these pins out on camera is going to be loud and annoying and take time. So let me just tap these out. We'll see where we get to in a second. So the first part was a success, but be warned, you will need to keep this anti-snap part inside this, because like a lot of locks with a similar configuration, these two chambers here, the springs will come out. So you sort of have to keep it together so that it can be picked, and then when you take it apart, don't just pull this apart, the springs will all fly out and it'll be pretty terrible all round. So let me try and find a way to get this in a vise in a way which we can pick this. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that, but we'll give it a go. And just look how long those pins are. Okay, so we have disassembled this. It has a very strange little gravity driven anti-snap feature in the cam, which locks the cam from this side if you take this side off first. So basically what happens is it's really hard to explain, but on the inside of here, this little bit slides along this track, and the aim is that it will allow the tip of the key to push this in. There you go. This little bit here to push in like that, and essentially allow the cam to be turned by the key. However, its neutral position should be here. There is another little sprung device which slots in this way, and it'll push that out if you take the half cylinder off or snap it off or anything like that. And what happens is these little fins drop out of that gap and they block this shouldn't lose them. They actually block this little keyway. They just fall out like that and just drop in, and it just means that sticks out forever. You see, it doesn't go back in, so the key won't insert properly and it won't be able to turn the cam. So we're in the vise. Now look at this key, look at the bitting on that. You've got a max cut between 1 and 2, so really low long key pin, super short key pin, low, high, low, high. It's, yeah, works nice and smoothly as well. I'm going to try and pick this to begin with maybe, I've got like a medium hook, got a short to medium hook and a medium hook here. So let's pop in a bit of tension, and just going to go in with this little medium hook to begin with, see what I can kind of find out. So 6 here, 6, 5, 4, 3 now, 2 and 1, so 2, little click, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm just going to try and go in with a medium hook, make sure I haven't overset anything in the lock, so nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4 now, 5, 6. Okay, so nothing on 1. Anything on 2? Maybe. Little click on 2. Nothing. 3, 4. Little click. 5. Little click on 6. Okay. Nothing on 1. 2. Little click. Nothing. 3, 4, 5, 6. make sure I haven't overset anything. So nothing on 1 again. Check pin 2. 2 again. Nothing on 3. Anything on 4. A little click maybe. Nothing. 5 feels like it's set. 6, a little click. Okay. So checking 1, 2 into a bit of a false set. 3, 4, and we are open. Whew, that was pretty tough. Is there anything happening in this in terms of undercutting or anything? Not that I... Well, there is actually... Oh, this might be... And for that one there in pin chamber 4, that actually might be another anti-bump feature, because that key pin doesn't go all the way down on the inside, because there is a little step there. I don't know whether you can see that on the inside. Just get some light in there. Very hard to tell, but that right down in the bottom of chamber 4, you might be able to work out a tiny little groove, and that's to stop this pin from... Squire do this as well, I think. Stop this pin from dropping all the way down so that it can't be bumped along with the rest of the pins. I think that's its feature anyway. So let's look at all this together, and you'll see that we've got a combination of brass and steel pins. All of these are standard key pins, apart from this one, which is an anti-bump key pin, which doesn't go all the way down into the keyway. Then we have standard driver pin, so which will feel a bit like a spool and a T-pin here. If you look, see that there is a sort of a thinning at the tip, like a T-pin, a nice spool, another T-pin there, spool, and a brass driver pin. So yeah, putting this lot back together is going to be a real pain, but yeah, got to do it anyway. So, just before I sign off, this was an absolute nightmare to put back together. So the cam lock mechanism actually had 2 tiny 0.5mm springs, which I found, and I had to put that back together. That was a nightmare. Plus, it isn't intuitive how to make this whole lock work with the key. It's a bit weird, but nevertheless, we have actually got it back to working, and yeah, not a lot of fun though. It does make me think, could we rake this lock? Okay, let's give this a go and see if we can't. Yep, there we go. We actually got the open. Does that mean this is a bad lock? No, it just means that with a triple peak rake like this, you might get lucky with a bitting, and it just might be able to pop open the lock, which is why a lot of people use triple peak rakes, because you know they work even if it gets you into a false set. It's a pretty good technique. Anyway, look, if you like this video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, now's a great time to do it to see more content like this. If you've got any comments about this lock, have you ever picked one? Have you ever had a disaster gutting it or putting it back together? Let me know in the comments. I'm really keen to know what you think. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.